Hello and welcome to the NEETTA Black Show, part of the Black Community Fix It campaign. And as expected, our His Name is My Name Too, Black Communities Reparations Initiative is causing quite a debate, quite a discussion, and it's stirring up a lot of questions and comments from the different segments of the Black community. As you know, this has been a very painful week for me because every now and then when you're getting stuff done, of course demons come in and try and stop it. So we're going to just keep moving on along, pain or no pain. I'm going to start you off with a poem, and there was a lot of confusion about the whole last name situation, so we're going to clear up some things today. But we're going to start you off with a poem because the women feel like it's the men's fault, it's Black men's fault, that this whole last name thing has gotten so out of control. But while we did go through some of the things that Black men are responsible for in the diluting and giving away of their last name and their Black seeds to white women, it is only because the Black men's show came first that does not absolve Black women of their part that they played in this whole thing. So the men were a little upset and felt like we were getting down on the men, but we were not talking about the responsibilities and the actions of Black women. And so we have to always explain. In our 44 years of the Black Panther Party organizing committee, we do things that we break down the Black community in the same way, and that the order of how we break it down does not change. So it goes Black communities, which is the most important, Black men, which are the heads of the community, Black women, which are the helpmates of Black men, Black children, which are the fruit that the two bear when they get it right, Black senior citizens, which is what we, our guides and what we strive to be, Black businesses, which is the support of the Black community, and then Black entertainment, which is, of course, the voice of the Black community and how we communicate with each other. So all of those segments, all 7, have gotten very, very far out of whack. And so in the Fix It campaign, the goal is to really start working, on the Black census and on the situations in order to fix some of this stuff. So we're going to talk about what whites did to Black women in order to get this situation to the point that you see today. We're going to talk about what whites did to Black women and what Black women allowed to be done to them and what Black women have voluntarily done to themselves. So let's start you off with the Willie Lynch poem. And this is called the Willie Lynch myth. Some Blacks say that Willie Lynch never did exist. Some Blacks say that it was a hoax. Some say it was a myth. But hoax or myth, let's take a look and see if it's a lie. Though many have attempted to break it down for Blacks, let me give it a try. In 1712, the speech begins on the James River. It is said, while Rome used cords of wood as crosses, These whites use trees to hang our dead. Willie Lynch said that he caught a whiff of valuable stock that could be saved. If whites just listened, he guaranteed to show them a better way to make blacks behave. Development of a social being and how to make a slave. Take a young black man, his pregnant mate, and a baby. Now turn the page. Just start with the basic principles that you use to break a horse. Then you add some other factors in, and then add a little force. For fear that white future generations may let blacks slip through their hands, he told white men to keep it simple so white children could learn the plan. Both horse and black men are no good for the economy, you see. In their wild and natural state, it's clear neither one of them should be free. For an orderly future, special attention must be paid to black females to get her to fear all whites so whites can dominate the males. Her children must be taught to respond to a particular new language. Mental instructions must be given, or to words that can be dangerous. Most whites hold above 6 basic rules that whites believe to be self-evident. The horse and black men will surely be forever whites' back-breaking servants. Both horse and black men can be dangerous to white men when they're captured. They both will have a tendency to seek their freedom ever after. And in so doing, black men just might kill white men in their sleep. So whites cannot rest. It would take too much to kill a black man once he's free. So keep his body and take his mind. The breaking process is the same. The horse and black men both are beasts that white men have to tame. For the continued future of slavery, pay no attention to the old. Concentrate on future black generations. Get them to sell their souls. For example, let's take a stud and a female horse in heat and a baby horse, and let's compare them to blacks, and you will see. Now take the horse and lock him up and break him to his beat. Then take the female and break her down till she's fearful, confused, and weak. Then train that female horse so that she will eat out of your hand. Then she in turn will raise her young to fear whites when they stand. When it comes to breaking uneducated blacks, the same process you will find. A different degree. Turn up the pressure. Do a complete reversal of the mind. Now whites should take the meanest and baddest black man and strip him of his clothes in front of all the remaining black males and the black females that he knows. Now whites should tie each of his legs to a different horse, faced in opposite directions. Set his butt on fire, then slap the horses to rip him up his middle section. Now whites should take a whip and beat another black man right to the point of death in front of his woman and his children, but don't kill him, share the wealth. Just put the fear of God in him for all of the other blacks to see. Now he can make more whites more money with all the slaves that he can breed. The Negro marriage unit is something white men should control. Keep black men moving and on the run so his black children can be sold. Make the female raise her sons to always depend on her for help, and make her raise her daughters to not need a man and to always do things for themselves. Now in 18 years, when all of her children get old enough to breed, they'll continue the cycle and make weaker blacks that can't spell or write or read. So white men cheer. This does sound good, but long-range planning whites must do. For if blacks ever learn their history, then white dominance is through. So whites must keep black females at the head, and whites must keep black men falling behind. But if any phenomenon should switch them back, it will be their history they will find. For now, whites have no reason to worry, as long as whites teach blacks to hate the black race. Though the programming may get a little more complicated, blacks must see blacks as a waste of space. But whites must control the words black hear, and keep blacks dumb so blacks won't know that when a black man finds his history, his education grows. When you tell a dumb man that this is ours, and he doesn't know the language well, by ours, whites mean belong to whites. To them, black men are just for sale. So maybe a man named Willie Lynch never even walked this land. But what about the things that are in the letter? Did whites do that to Africans? I don't know. It seems they did. Maybe visiting a black museum could help. Or maybe one day when you have the time, you should read the letter for yourself.